it's about to start. Shit. Jobby, what's up? Yo, all right. So this starts my playlist, my new one. Um, uh, I'm gonna try to be more specific now about what I know about today. I told you about the stop signals, or the stoplight signals, whatever. You know, the street signals, and how to trip them. You know, if you didn't get it the first time, get up to the light. Let's get beyond the stop line a little ways. See those square things in the middle of the road. All right, that's how you stop them. That's how you trip them. You just kind of let the brakes go. If you're on that, close the brakes, tap the brakes a little bit, and put a little pressure on those plates under the road. They're like scales will sense your car plate underneath the pavement, and the light will trip the light. If you're at the front, do that. Let's get these lights moving. Anyway, next little bit of business I got for you. Greenwich in 2005, Greenwich Police, they found that there was internal racism in the Greenwich Police Department. They were changing policy to keep blacks and Hispanics from moving up the ladder. The FBI busted them. I don't know if it made the news. I don't think it ever did, because it didn't make the Greenwich Time news. The two captains later, I think it was in 2008 or 2009, I read in the Greenwich Time, it was on the front page, two captains were going off to the Supreme Court. It was mostly the higher ups that got busted because everyone was making all the policy changes. It wasn't the under guys, the underlings, or all them rookies. It was, but some of the rookies might have been part of it. You see, there was white guys. It was just white guys. It wasn't about Italian, this, that. It was white versus colored in that situation. A black guy almost sued the town over it. I think I know who his name might have been, but I'm not going to say name in that case. I like that guy. I like him a lot, so I'm never going to mention his name to anyone. He's a great guy. Hey, whatever. I would have sued. Anyway, they were changing policy, those white guys. I think they still are. They may give it one of those Spanish guys that, but if you look at a ticket, if you're ever given a ticket, Greenwich, for anything, it's just white or Hispanic. There's no black, there's no Asian, there's no nothing. Even in this goddamn city, Stamford, you have a ticket, it doesn't say Asian, doesn't say anything. There's like 7 or 8 different, can you fit that on the ticket? Connecticut, maybe Asian, maybe Middle Eastern, maybe you got everything in Stamford. What, you have Caucasian and Hispanic. So what are you right now? What, those are the only 2 people you pull over? I mean, really? You pull over more Caucasian and Hispanics than anything else. That's what you use the most. Chinese people never break the rules. I don't. They never drive too fast. I don't. Neither do black people. They never drive too fast. Don't have black either. Just arrest the black people. You pull them over, you're gonna arrest them anyway. So you have to give them a ticket, right? And a Chinese guy, that's also the thing. You just gonna arrest the guy and move forward. He can't speak English, so just arrest him. Don't give him a ticket anyway. That's all he deserves is a ticket, but just arrest him. The guy's color. Hispanic guys, for some reason, they're on the ticket thing. Well, we might give him a ticket, then we might arrest him. Or definitely gonna give him a ticket. What is this ball? Forever it's been like that here. You remember growing up here, 10 years old, it was like that. I remember going down through Greenwich one day. This is a joke. Anyone's got to laugh at this. Me and my friend Mikey. And Mikey remember this. Mikey was a good guy. I'm not going to mention his last name either. He's just a friend of mine. I'll mention the last names of people who cross me. Anyone who cross me anyway, because I'm a good guy. If you cross me the wrong way. I don't care what you're doing for yourself, but you cross me, that's a different story. Don't cross me. I'll take it personally. Don't get personal with me. All right? I don't like people getting personal with me too much. I mean, as far as friends go, get personal, sure, you can be my friend. But then again, cross me, and I'll tell this is the land of technology, okay? I know how to use it. More so than just do videos. I mean, I can use it pretty well. I ain't no hacker or anything like that. I don't know how to hack or do anything like that. But I don't want to do that. I probably got hacked before. I've probably been hacked. Anyway, I've been hacked. If anything. But as far as just using it, I mean, playing with technology, it's fun to play with technology. Anyway, where was I? yeah. But Mikey and I, we were walking down the Post Road. I was like, maybe I was 14 and he was like 12. We were walking down the Post Road from, used to be the Grand Union, I think. Now, what is it? It's Stop and Shop. Stop and Shop. So we walked to that grocery store. It was in the evening. It's dark out, but they were open until like 12, whatever. So we walked. We were hungry. We weren't doing anything wrong. We were hungry. Simply hungry. There's nothing in our house. So we walked to the store. And like any two kids, young, what are we going to get for dinner? Potato chips and like soda or whatever. This is back, yeah, you're talking 40 years ago. Or no, 30 years ago or so ago. Yeah, about 30 years ago. I mean, back when drugs really weren't amongst kids, really. If you knew Greenwich at all and you're a police officer, you know Greenwich at all, you're not looking for kids doing drugs necessarily. Not that many kids. I didn't think. Then, at least. Me and Mikey, but we weren't kids that had money. So we didn't know much then. But we grew up. Anyway, we grew up. And later in life, I could see that, yeah, a lot of kids did have money. So who knows what they were doing. So maybe the officer was right to pull us over. But I don't know, he pulled us over for walking down the street while we were walking home with about 2 bags of groceries in each hand. You know, I mean, one in each hand. 4 bags of groceries. He pulls us over for that. We're walking, for Christ's sakes. Hey, what's your name? You got a license? We have a license. We don't have any license. We wouldn't be walking if we had a license. We're not even old enough. We started laughing at him. Yeah, you got an ID? What IDs? We're in junior high school. We don't have IDs in junior high school. We're not in high school yet. We get the high school ID. We're supposed to give you. Kids walking home. Where you live? Tell them where you live. All right. He took off, angry that he couldn't do anything about it. Oh, we had a couple poor boys. He probably knew that. They picked on other poor boys then. You know, they did. The poor boys, not even poor boys, middle class, even middle class. Middle class were considered poor. We're the working poor in Greenwich. Anyway, but they picked on the working poor, the working class, the what is it? That's the police. That's not the people. I'm not saying rich people. I don't think it's rich people at all because I met plenty of good rich people in that town. Plenty of good ones. I know are good people, very good people, for a fact. No questions about it. And not many rich people I have to mention their names about. You know, not many that I mention their names. Not as far as rich people go, no, because there's plenty of good ones out there. And in every group, there's always a few assholes. So don't think that way. I don't like the stereotype, but, you know, after that with me and Mikey, I kind of knew already they're picking on us too, and we're a couple of white kids. We're not even black, brown, whatever. It was just, didn't look rich walking home at 9 o'clock at night. Us too. If we were, our parents wouldn't take us probably. They wouldn't have been working. And they wouldn't have been divorced, right? So they were divorced, you know, and they were working people, both of them. My mom works for my dad. They worked my whole life, basically, growing up. So whatever. That's what Greenwich police are. So I know they have a poor history with me. And they never solved the crime, as far as I'm concerned, about Matthew. They had very poor history with me. And my mom, she committed suicide in 2008, if anyone didn't know. I knew it 7 months leading up in advance. I knew she was going to do it soon, put it that way. And even about 3 months in advance, I called Greenwich Police for the final time, trying to get them to help them. I called like 7 times in about 7 months leading up to her death. And not once they put her in a hospital. I even called the Du Bois Center here in Stamford, who goes out, the crisis team, who goes out to people's houses. And they have Bridgeport. Bridgeport down next to, that's their coverage. Anyway, what happened? Did they figure it out? No, but I had it all figured out. I guess I did. I guess I was a psychologist in that matter. Hey, I'm only your son. No one listened to me. Why? Because everyone said I was crazy. I'm so crazy. How could he figure that out? How would he know? Must have been pretty damn sane to figure that one out. Anyway, there's his place for you again. They must have been crazy. And you have to be crazy to become a police officer around here. You got no action or too much of it these days. I don't know. I'd rather be a New York City police officer any day. See some action. Put my life on the line. A little bit more than these guys do. Even Jay at Bridgeport officer, all right, who looked like he was wearing a natural vest, all right, natural. Okay, he didn't need one. I joked about that. I also made him laugh at first before I found out about it. But he's cool. Definitely. But we agreed on a few things. And let's not say what we agreed on. We happen to be on the same page as far as a few things go. How about Lower Fieldville County? Lower Fieldville, that is. Bridgeport stands right between, kind of right at the top of it. So right at the edge of all the shit. Anyway, it's right where all the shit goes down, I think. We all heard about Bridgeport. Anyway, but what I hear is, I don't go by what I just hear. I go by what I see first. If I can see it and hear it at the same time, then I really know it for a fact. Myself and my own experiences that I go by. I probably prefer New York City or anywhere else. You know why? Because there's all walks of life there. Everyone's out 24/7 to see what goes down. There's not much that doesn't make national news, if not international news. As far as these places with kids goes, I don't know what happens to the police and how much they try to make themselves seem like they are what they are. To big cities. Forever Stanford wanted to be a big city. I'm going to lead into Stanford. Stanford wanted to be a big city. Well, it got its big city, I guess. I tell you, it'll be so big. I think people are finding that out to move here. It's not that big. It looks big along the highway, sure, from to the right to the left. As far as about the eyes you be able to see as you're driving down the road that fast. Well, get off the exit. Go south. You're running into water very quickly, Long Island Sound. Very quickly, about a mile and a half down the road. And if you go about, I'd say about 2 miles or 3 miles north of the highway, directly north, you'll find very little, except restaurants mostly. Places to eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, the basics of life, breathe. And very expensive at that. Survive, basically, at a very expensive rate. That's what these people like to do. Survival. Expensive survival at that. Eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, pop the piss in, eat, sleep, and whatever. Then breathe. Obviously it costs a lot of money here too. It is, it's costing you lungs. Just find particles of steel in the air, still from the steel milling days that we used to have here in Connecticut. There was a day when they did that kind of thing. Believe it or not, I think this is actually a blue-collar state for quite some time. With all these rich people here, they might be jealous rich people. They might be rich now, but they're also jealous. They're trying to catch up to the few people that really are rich. They're still left here. That left maybe a while ago, a long time ago. I don't know. See, I'm Republican. I said it. Oh my God, I said it. And I'm in Connecticut. No, I'm dead now. I'm dead meat. Maybe I'm just saving myself. Fellow Republicans, watch my ass, okay? Thanks. Always be around me, okay? Whether I know it or not, just watch my ass. Thanks. I need all the help I can get here. Anyway, if you're interested, leave your number. I'll call you if you're a Republican. Don't say what you are. Just put your number. Anyone that wants to hear from me, put your number down. As a comment. I'd put my number, but I'm the dude doing this. So I'm not going to do that. But if you want to put your number in there, I'll call you. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk. All right? Or put a comment even. No one comments on videos. I got a lot of I got a lot of views. Plenty for me. But not one comment out of all the views I got. Not one comment on anything. Sure you can like it or dislike. I got a lot of likes. Mostly likes. They have 1 or 2 dislikes, but a lot of likes. As far as dislikes go. By comparison. Anyway, I don't know if you're going to like this one. It depends who you are. But go north when you get to Stanford. Go south, either which way. Not much. Not many big buildings after that. Anyway, the mile south and the mile or 2 south and the mile 3 miles or 4 miles north. About it. How long is Stanford? 4 exits? 2 exits are right there, 7 and 8. For what? To make it like it's more exits than otherwise it would be. It's only about 3 exits, 4 exits. What's Greenwich? 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 exits too. So whatever, man. You be the judge, not me. Judge it for yourself now. Ah!